Hey everyone, Forever2 here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact for more quest hunting in Nod Krai. In the last video, we did a few quests here and there. We aided a bunch of people that treated a giant robot, or at least a giant machine, as a pet or a companion friend before we rescued him before it got turned into a weapon. Then we went into a mysterious cave, learned about some ship, and got a piece of a key, I think. And we went to Blue Ember Lake, I believe, and we did complete a quest here, solve a mystery of what happened to this certain person, who was, in fact, the captain of a ship. Yeah, betrayal by family, so, classic. Or was it, the guy was married into, I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'm not sure it was...
Emotions are like a...
Right, so... I guess that was part 1 or part 2 of the quest. I just don't remember. Maybe that was part 2. I honestly don't remember. I don't think I number those quests right. But I'm deciding to go all over Nod Krai to find these from the rest of the keys, or at least complete some quests that I have already marked here. Until I find these quests that have link to Blue Ember Lake to find the little treasure in Blue Ember Lake, I will have to figure out something. So, like I said, we did a quest in Ayakrati. We did this here. Then we did a quest somewhere in the Barrow Moss Barrens. Not sure about Starsense Shoal. I don't know. But I think we're going to be doing some quests that are located here in Hiisi Island, or specifically at the Frostmoon Enclave. That quest here is part of a group quest called the Polkka beneath the Moon's Oracle, and the quest we're doing right now is the Tale of the Gatestone. So we were here, and I'm not sure why we picked up Moonfall Silver or something. Find the pretty stones nearby, it says. So we found a statue nearby, and I think I just picked up a stone or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out where I can find these pretty stones at. I assume it's somewhere in this central area? One can assume? I think I picked it up somewhere. This ain't it, though. I think it's gotta be up here somewhere, right? Oh, great. Yep. I was trying to press X, but I pressed both here. Did it have to be on top of the rock, though? So... Assuming that these pieces of stone might have been, the moon, I believe. So what are these pretty rocks, pretty stones? That thing? That one? Oh. I guess it's a pretty stone. But either way, yeah, while I was following Farka and Lalma here, I encountered this child here who was looking for some pretty stones. I guess it's a continuation of this quest, I believe. Well, we're back, Kasha. Would you consider this a pretty stone? Wow, that was fast. You really are a professional adventurers. Amazing. Heh, most stuff's easy peasy for us, short of exploring some crazy deep underground labyrinth or taking photos at spots thousands of miles apart. Maybe. What's wrong? It's a beautiful stone, sure, but I feel like it seems to be attracted to this big stone. Really? Paimon doesn't feel anything at all. I'm not really sure either. It's just a fake hunch, I guess. It's like how mentioned that Reed Miller encountered the Fae Princess through the guidance of the Moon Goddess. I guess this premonition of mine must be something similar. Wow, is that what they call foresight? But wait, Paimon's pretty sure the Moon Goddess wouldn't bother with something like that. She's probably way too busy for that kind of thing. So, what does your premonition tell you to do? For example, that we should put this stone back there? I know I'm not a kid anymore, but I still need to grow a bit to reach that high. Could you give me a hand? So we gotta put this stone back up there. Ah, that little chip became a hole again. And it flew into that pillar again. You know, that's actually the second piece of that pillar that we have put together. That's just amazing.
That looks like it's worth a pretty sum.
Yeah, as you can already tell.
Relax.
Look at that there.
Your secret's safe
It's
with
just
me.
somehow it just came from the sky, just crashed here, then it just ended up over there. At some point, that pillar's gonna have some stinking significance. You know, not stinking. Some significance there. Wow, I was right. As soon as you put the two stones together, something really awesome happened. But now the stone we just found is gone. Yeah, it's okay. I was only trying to find fragments like that so I could bribe mine in the first place. Now that we got this whole new story about a flying stone, the stone itself doesn't really matter anymore. Since Mai loves telling stories, I'm sure she'll be way more excited about this tale than just some old rocks. Thank you so much, Forever the Paimon. Things didn't go exactly as I imagined, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Oh, and here's a pretty stone I found earlier. I think it's really beautiful, so I want you to have it as a thank you gift. Well, looks like we got that quest done. I'm honestly not sure what other quests I could find here, all over here, maybe. And I do think I got some coins as well, from random events as well. So I'm not too sure whether or not I should go search more to find these quests. In fact, I just found it right here. So there is a quest here. I figured we'd be nearby the statue of the moon goddess. So, Evelina, let's speak with her. May the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you two here to pray to Lady Kutar as well? Prayer? You mean in front of the statue? Huh, it really is huge. Beautiful, isn't it? This idol of the new moon was reportedly carved by a moon chanter from 500 years ago. Mighty odd. Depicting Lady Kutar's original form. As for Lady Kutar's birth and the miracles she performed in this sublunary sphere, I am but a humble acolyte, so I shall refrain from going into too many details with you both. In any case, this is the final destination of the pilgrimage route, where wishes are offered to Lady Kutar. Even if you didn't come here to pray, I hope you shall feel her blessings. I mean, I already felt the blessing when I got Columbina home as well. And if you guys wanted to find out when I got her about yesterday when I was working on or is it a couple of days ago when I was working on the quests, I believe. And so let me show you a quick little polling clip here, and here. Alrighty, I have gotten myself 40 more of, or at least 46 wishes in total. I'm not sure if how many I did previously, maybe 30 or 40 again. This might be the 80th time, maybe. So I just want to try my second hand at getting Columbina again, because I've been waiting for her since I saw the Fatui trailer before Arlecchino. But yeah, never heard she might be a playable character. We all hope for her she was a playable character. Alright, here it goes. I got a different kind of crazy. I'm praying, come on. I'm praying for Columbina to come home. Come on. Yes! Please! Let the moon go home! Let the moon go home! Let the moon goddess return to her home. Yes!
Columbina,
Yes!
or Kutar, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names.
Yes!
The moon's blessing is yours, whenever you might find yourself in need.
Holy hell. I got her! I got her! I got her! Oh my gosh! Oh! Yes! The moon goddess has finally come home. Well, not in the quest, but still, I'm very happy that I got her.
Staring into my eyes.
Let me take a good look at her real quick. Alright. Ooh. Look at you. I played you in the last quest, but didn't see much of her ability. I can see her eyes. Her eyes opens. So she can open her eyes. So I can only guess that the current quest is going to be all about her. You know? But we need to know more about her. But first we gotta save her from the clutches of the master of all dick blocks. Wait, I don't know. Lord of all scum. No, wait, what is this? Winter Isley, local specialty Nod Krai. A hardy plant known for withstanding relentless wind and frost. Found at the Pillar of Ambala. Recommendation found near Amsvarnir. Oh, it's the new area. Okay, I guess I'll have to find some more of that. Okay.
I can't promise you'll.
But honestly, I'm just freaking glad and happy that I got Columbina at all. Alright. Alright, so you have a catalyst though, but I'm not sure if I should spend more of my money trying to get your unique weapon here, you know? Wait, so Albade of Morningstar and the Moon. This is probably a new artifact, I believe. Yeah. So we're gonna have to take our time farming from the material needed, but I'll let you guys get back to the quest line here, so I'll see you then. Bye. There you have it. That is how I got Columbina. I wanted to show you guys probably at the beginning of the story quest, but I guess it was good enough time as any that I got Columbina home in my roster. All right. So, Pine Mountain stands now. Eh? Wait, this is the end? Then what's that superimposing pillar up ahead? I've been wondering too. That's not exactly a pillar. Beneath it is the court of the First Edict. Ah, an ancient sanctuary that was sealed off 500 years ago by Moonchanter decree. In a sense, you could say it's forbidden ground for us Frostmoon Scions, and because of the Moonchanter seal, no one can enter anymore. So it's better not to get too close. As for that huge edifice up there, it actually fell from the sky. By Lady Kutar's grace, none of the falling debris hurt anyone. Debris? Yes, when it came down, several fragments fell from it. One of them fell into the camp below. You know what? I actually never really gone close to that place before, to be honest. You two must have seen it on your way here, right? As for the other, slightly larger fragments, I remember that they mostly fell to the west. In any case, it was surely Lady Kutar's guidance that brought you both here. Even if you did not come to pray, may the moonlight bless your path ahead. Well, I've been wondering about that little question mark up there, because I've seen it in the town of Nasha Town here. Let's speak with her. Will Lady Kutar like these statues? Maybe the moonlight shine upon you. Yeah. So let's talk about the fragments you mentioned before. So why are you interested? Let me think. One of them should be fallen into the hill to the south. I think we found one. The hill to the south, huh? Alright. What about the statue? Okay, I think it's she explained this already. What about the small ones? Which is not quite cold and long, and there is often little to do. During this time, people would take the materials they have and carve statues of Lady Kutar. Yeah. Okay, so this is east and this is west. For me, I did a quest that had a fragment here. Right here. That's west enough. And the hill to the south would be this place right here, right? So wouldn't that be enough? The hill to the south. Fall into the hill down to the south. Would it be this place? Alright. Would it be this place? Oh, yeah. Wow, it's so deep. Looks like there's an even bigger space down below. Hey, you two. Are you trying to get yourselves killed? Don't just stand there. Get over here and keep your voice down. I think I might have found another one. Wow, you scared Paimon. She didn't expect to find anyone else at a place like this. Why are you hiding? Shh, I told you to keep quiet, buddy. But judging by your chubby looks, you wouldn't happen to be the daughter of some Northland Fey Lord, would you? What do you mean by chubby looks? Paimon's not chubby at all. And Paimon's not a Fey either. Ah, we're adventurers. Oh, I gotta do this. Miss Paimonova. Paimonova. At this juncture, I advise you that we feign. Feign what? And who is Miss Paimonova anyway? In any case, she is fervent, and Paimon is her guide. We're adventurers who've come to investigate this deep pit. Yes, of course, you're adventurers. Definitely not nobility. We all need to wear some masks, am I right? But since you've introduced yourselves, I should, for my part, do as the decorum dictates. Maite Velio, heir to the legendary thief Reed Miller. Don't worry, that's my real name. Whoa, thief! The legendary thief Reed Miller? It's alright if you're unfamiliar. Rest assured, I'm a master thief, not some small-time crook. Your belongings are safe where they sit in your pockets. However, you're a terrible liar, buddy. Tell me, what kind of guide leads people straight into a deep pit? We did that because we're adventurers. Alright. If I'm not mistaken, you're here for the Crab Czar's treasure, aren't you? I see the crabby booty. I gotta say it. I have to. Huh? What kind of nickname is that? Oh, that's right. We know your stuff, sister. You know your stuff, sister. My target is the crabby booty. It's the most precious treasure hidden in the Crab Czar's palace below. The stone that can manipulate human desires, that is what I seek. How the hell do I say that? The Waroska stone? Oh, it just hit Paimon after hearing all this talk about thieves and some Crab Czar. This must be some kind of children's adventure game, right? So, how did you know that there's treasure here? Huh? That's a master thief's secret, buddy. What's it gonna be? Interested in a team up? I've already scouted out the place routes and have a good idea where the treasure is, but I'm a master thief, not a mercenary. I can't defeat that despicable Crab Czar all by myself. If I could, I wouldn't be hiding here, waiting for it to lower its guard. Damn it! I was gonna say something, but I almost choked on my spit. If you're a master thief, why do you have to confront the palace owner head on? Wouldn't that make you a robber instead? That shows you're an amateur, buddy. You can't get to the treasure without defeating the palace owner. Hit him. I had an excuse cost. I mean, that's just how things work in the business. Once we get the stone and sell it for a good price, we'll split it 50-50, and I'll even hook you up with my informant. Interested? I still don't think stealing is right. Leave it to me. I'm a world-famous thief after all. As long as you add world-famous in front, then it doesn't matter what comes after, huh? Is that what you're thinking? No, we're just helpful adventurers, not thieves. Huh? Wait, come to think of it, our first major deed in Mondstadt was stealing the Holy Lyre in Lyre der Himmel. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we had to steal his Fenty's lyre to fix it, to cure the Valen, yeah. Ha! A world-famous thief! What are you gonna say next? That you're a fugitive wanted in multiple nations? I mean, I am, by technical terms, I played some game that made me a fugitive that's wanted in 7 different countries. A game that made me fugitive, apparently. Oh well. Alright. Enough joking around. Even Reed Miller has never been wanted by every nation at once. Still, you're quite an amazing person, buddy. Right, let's get to it then. Stay close and don't get lost. So, I was like about to look here and I saw the... Is this the crab buddy? Is this the crab buddy? No. The hoo-ha. The hoo-ha. So, I was like looking at the streak marks right here. Yeah, the markings. These marks on the ground look very familiar. Keep your voice meds, okay? So, okay, the thing's scarily strong. Okay, so I looked at these marks, and they are the ones that I found in that little town as well when I encountered the Kasha, I believe. When I encountered Kasha. And it does seem that there is a fragment here somewhere. Hang on. I'm kind of curious. Yes!
An impressive bounty.
The crab wasn't giving me anything. Oh, by the way, you want to see my new character? Ta-da! I have Colombina! Yay! But she is not exactly at level because I need to find her ascension material, which is, or at least an ascension material that is in the new area, which is funny. Oh no, it's a terrifying crab star! You've been spotted! It's a crab that... Wow, look at that. Yeah, give me the crab. Give me the stone. Start blocking. The mirrors, the maze, and the sun.
Bounty.
That's what it's called, right? I'm not gonna read all of that because my lungs are hurting. Or at least, I can't really read that fast. Well, I am getting some luckberries. Since it's the crabs who blocked our path in the first place. Destroy the obstacles, it says. So how do we do this? Ah! I have plenty of luckberries. Oh yeah, the crabs do like these berries, huh? Alright, let's go deep in the cave.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Okay, more obstacles from that damnable crab. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hang on. I have to push the rock. And is there anything at the bottom too? Hey, little buddy.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Right. Alright. Anything else here? Alright. It's feeding time. There we go, and... Alright, question. I wonder how Colombian would sound like if she jumped as a chest.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Search for traces of the crab czar. It's a moon mirror. Yeah, it's blocked. It's a moon mirror. Oh yeah. Frostmoon weird. Hey, don't call them weirdos, Paimon. How dare you? Huh? Looks like there's no way forward. Where did that big crab escape to? This is a problem. These mirrors were left behind by the Frostmoon weirdos. Only they and the crab czar can travel through them. So that big crab really actually went inside the mirrors? It's just a crab, so where did it learn how to do that? Well, it probably has something to do with the cursed stone of desire. Better find a wall first, buddy, in case you fall over from what I'm about to tell you. I, Mighty Velu, am actually a member of the Conch Gang, here to gather intel. Ah, so you're also from the Conch Gang as well. Run, Miss Paimonova, I'll hold him off. What's with that reaction? Have you heard of us before? I'm kind of reminded of this one time when I was in the Inazuma, and I have been looking all over for these special conches. Apparently, in order for you, there was a little thing you had to do at some guy who lives in a giant conch. Apparently, he has 3 chests, and you can only choose one of these chests to pick out which ward. It could be material, it could be mora, it could be anything really. I forgot. But if you do this a certain amount of times, you'll get the blueprint of the Inazuman bow that you can only find in Inazuma. Right. Anyway, forget about that for now. Just so you know, I've been observing this place for quite some time already. Truth is, His Majesty the Crab Czar used to be quite docile, and it couldn't travel through these mirrors earlier. That is until recently when it found the stone from who knows where. By which I mean that big stone you saw it carrying on its back. Since then, its temperament has taken a particularly deadly turn. Evil, cruel, easily agitated. Sometimes it even uses its pincers to crush other little crabs, turning this place upside down. Wait, so the treasure you're looking for is actually the stone on its back. No wonder you say we'll have to defeat it first. That's right, buddy. According to the stories, Lovia, High Priestess of the Frost Moon, was also once bewitched by one such stone of desire 500 years ago. The desperate pleas of Lady Ayla moved the master thief Reed Miller to steal that cursed stone, and he captured her heart in the process. Why else would she have remained unmarried for life? I see. Is this what you wish for, ruler of Elysium? Hello again. Are you Ayla? I can only assume with your lifeless eyes that yes, you might be Ayla. Eek! No, I wasn't scared. I'm the heir of the legendary thief Reed Miller. Anyway, identify yourself now. Well, you're that priestess who appeared near Thunderclap Reef earlier. Verna said you were fake, though. Ruler of Elysium. Are you talking about Mighty? Are you talking about Paimon? Or are you talking about me? Stop pulling my leg, sister. Do I look like a person of lordly caliber to you? That title suits you much better, don't you think? So, what are you doing in a place like this, buddy? Eyes up. You're all alone, while there's 3 of us. And yet she's on the other side of the mirror. You won't be able to touch her. We are a fellowship of free people, and if you wish to seize us and take us to the Frost Moon, then you're out of luck. Even back when give me a moment. Snezhnogrod had the legendary Reed Miller. Fear not, I am not your enemy. Still, Reed Miller, is that the name you have chosen to follow in this sublunary sphere? Huh. Of course. Hang on. My mic picked that up too loudly. Aha! Of course. Anyway, I've got no interest in plots or schemes in the shadows. What exactly do you want? Out with it. Yeah, and didn't you tell us to wait for you at the court of the first edict earlier? No, there's no need for such meaningless words. You are only here for the treasure. I know that. I've known it from the beginning. Cast your gaze that way. Look beneath the mirror. When the mirror shatters, you will find that cursed object that corrupts the hearts of men. As for me... Hey, wait! Don't go! Well, she's gone again. Who in the world is that priestess? I don't know earlier. I don't know either. That one's acting all mysterious, just like Ayla from the story. Those Frostmoon folks are always like this, never telling you the whole tale. But I suppose there's no other choice now. Let's just follow her advice and go that way. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to take a look at my stats real quick, and I shall be right back. Okay, so I managed to get most of the weapon I would get here. I actually went to the training little notebook here to see what I could do for Colombina. I actually built this just a few hours ago before I started the video, and I only gotten through an hour of farming for the material for this thing. I don't think I got enough for today for, well, making the leveling up to 90. But
What could the children be up to?
I guess we could go here.
Never mind.
Well, look in the
Let
mirror.
them do as they
It's
please.
the big crab just now. Watch your step, and I fell. It probably doesn't mean us harm. Well, let's go here. Oh. Okay. A new area. Ah, nowhere left to run now, huh? I know these grounds like the back of my hand, and I can tell you that I can tell you we've got it cornered. Once we take it down here, this will all be over. What do you say? Are you ready, sister? Yeah, I'm ready. All right, let's do this. Time to show that fellow what a proper no-hands-barred frontal sneak attack looks like. Right, a frontal sneak attack. Wait, can you even call it a sneak attack if we do it from the front? That's true. That is a very good question, buddy.
An impressive bounty.
This cannot be one of those secret boss fights that you can only do in quests. Well, it puts up a shield. Because I'm the distraction. How does this work? Let's calm the crowd down. This is actually a pretty fun boss fight, I can tell you that. Even though I can't get into a direct confrontation. Alright, where's it going? I see you. Oh, crab dancing. Oh. Come here. Time to break the mirror. Or at least hit you. Oh, 3 this time. Alright. I know the middle attack, I couldn't see it. Ow. Oh, it's right over there. Alright, where'd you go? This is the weirdest game of Pika Crab-Boo. Ooh. Gotcha! And with that, that crab is down. Where did you go? Oh! Whoa! Final sneak attack. 5 mirrors! 5 mirrors this time. Woo! Gotcha! And oh damn, the big stone was a part of that thing. Is this the last piece? Is it? Probably not, but it flew away. Have you come searching for me? Well, it's the purple-haired priestess. She's appeared out of nowhere again. Oh, you could say we came to find you. You didn't reveal your identity earlier when Verna was here. Now it's just us. You can say anything you want. Like you could talk about the whole deal with this court of the first edict. You said you'd be waiting for us there, So how come you're here? Guiding the prophesied ruler of Elysium is our mission in the sublunary sphere. I know who you are and what you want. I can see the threads of fate woven by moonlight. So, stop pursuing me. It is pointless. It's always like this. Always. Promising to take me away, then always leaving me behind. This time is no different. Asking those questions just to give me false hope so I would stay, waiting for a salvation that will never come. It's not right. No! That's not what we meant! Please don't cry! We're adventurers, and we love helping others. If you need help with anything, just tell us. She's gone again. Who in the world is that strange lady? I don't think she's a good person. I don't think she's a bad person. You know what? Llama might know. Alright, since she's dressed like a Frostmoon Scion, Llama must know her. Let's ask her about it the next time we meet, shall we? Hey, wait, where's Mite? Well, buddy, how's it going? Have you calmed down? Seems like it's hiding away out of regret. After all the terrible things it did to the little crabs. Oh, I'm a little tired today because it is late. While under the stone's influence. That's kind of sad. It's alright. Let it reflect on its actions now. For now. Those who do bad things must be punished. This is the fate of all evil rulers. Still, Paimon didn't expect that stone to fly away like that. Well, it's not a bad thing. If it had actually circulated on the market, it might have hurt even more people. Here, have this too. Now that His Majesty the Tsar has become docile once more, my observation notes are complete. From now on, you're a friend to the Koch gang. Koch gang. When you dine at the Speranza restaurant in the Nasha Town? Oh, when you dine at the Speranza restaurant in Nasha Town, just mention the name Mighty. And collect my free meal ticket? No, I don't have that kind of pull yet. You'll still need to settle your bills with Big Sis Katya. Huh? What's the point of mentioning your name then? Of course that's a point. There's a point. If Big Sis Katya's in a good mood, she might even buy you all drinks or something. So it still depends on someone else's mood. Then, even if she isn't feeling up to it, I'll still buy you drinks. No, I'll treat you to a meal. I'll have to work a few days for the funds, though. A promise is a promise. Oh, God. Oh, damn it. I just yawned during that mid-sentence. Let me try again. A promise is a promise, and one good turn deserves another. That's the rule set by the legendary Reed Miller. So take this IOU, buddy. Ha! The legendary IOU. Who would have known?
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Okay. So let's get out of here. I wonder if that's the last little piece of the straw. Well, until then, we better find out from that other person here. And I think she is over here, I think. Alright. So. Alright. Is there anything about another fragment here? Shore of the Southwest. So, the shore of the Southwest. Shore of the Southwest. Well, this is south, and this is west. Could it be here? That is the only shore I can think of. Alright. Now, this is the only shore I can think of here. Now, during this little tidbit of the walkthrough here, I found a mirror, or a moon mirror, and I solved it. And, look at this. It revealed a path that had these three statues in the middle of a freaking lake here. And look at this. What is this? I'm assuming that I gotta solve the 3 mirrors here. I'm not sure if it's like part of the quest here, but Shore of the Southwest, I'm not sure what the hell that means though. There we go. That's another statue.
I don't sing for anyone in particular. Still, stops to listen.
I think it's just it just opens the chest in the middle of a lake. But who knows, right? Well, that actually solves my problem of how to get that one. I've been seeing that lately. I've already solved that one already. Now let's see about this one. Okay, all the 3 statues were just pushed together. So what's gonna happen? So is it just gonna open a chest there? Open a chest there. How in the world am I gonna find the fragment on the southwest shore? Shore in the southwest.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Okay, so the shore in the southwest. I have no idea what it was talking about here. So could it be? What could he be talking about though? The shore of the southwest. I do not know. I do not know. I fear it may be. I need to find them. Actually, you know what? I just found it. Oh, look at that. It's an old man in the middle of a lake. Alright. What's your deal? 25, 26. What are you counting? Shh, keep it down. Ah, forget it. Not like I was gonna catch anything anyway. Come on, kid, isn't obvious? I'm timing my cast. What? Did you think I was waving this rod around to cast spells or something? Well, you are a member of this Frostmoon Scion, so it's not that far off base. Maybe you're trying to catch the bestest travel companion. Who knows? Huh? Aye, don't make it sound like anyone can fish up their bestest travel companion with a casual cast. Wait, that's not even the point here. Anyway, this is the first time Paimon's seen someone time their fishing down to the second. Well, what matters is your fishing technique, not how long you stand on shore. Old Ilmari never got that. No wonder he never caught anything. So I take it you two must be treasure hunters. No, we're adventurers, but we do take on work. Do you need something? Pretty much. As long as you're up for getting paid to do a job, who you are is all the same to me. I've got something you can help with, and you've got the time. Well, you see, I'm the best angler in Hiisi Island, by a long shot. No one, not even successive generations of moonchanters, could surpass me in fishing. Really? That's amazing. Wait, that doesn't mean anything. Fishing isn't even part of the moonchanter's job. Still, even with all this skill, I haven't caught a single fish lately. Makes no sense, right? So obviously the problem isn't with me, but with the environment. Just as it is with the cursed eye of Krai. There must be something underwater affecting the fish. Seems like quite the leap in logic. Anyway, I was hoping you two could check the nearby waters. See what's scaring the fish off. Don't worry, you'll be properly compensated for your efforts. Well, since there's a reward involved, we'll take a look around. but no promises we'll actually find anything weird, okay? Gift of the Mirage. And that is actually part of the Polkka Beneath the Moon Oracle. You know, I could have just activated all things here. So, let's look around here and... Actually, it might be these rocks. I think it might be these rocks. Yep. Alright. Place the fragments on the stone. Would that be there? Oh. What stone are we talking about? Oh! That's... Wait a minute! I did not notice that before. It's another fragment, ain't it? It's another fragment. Okay. Alright. Alright, where is the third one? It's gotta be deep on the water, ain't it? Alright. Oh, there's something down there, though. Alright. Where could this possibly be at? Oh, do you need that? What is that down there? Looks like a hanky. Hey, I reunited friends. Oh! Looks like I found that. That solves my problem. Alright. You know, I could have... You know what? Yeah. Alright. Well, that's a problem and a half. Alright. Alright. I need to get closer to it. I actually do need to find a... Oh, you know what? I could have brought that stupid... I could have brought that side and threw it over there. Otherwise, it would be challenging. Oh, the hell. Alright. Alright, I got an idea. Alright. Okay. At least I got it to the surface. Right. I just realized she is singing. Right. And there we go. And with that, another fragment is being flung into the sky and right back into the pillar. Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. We're actually nearly completing that stupid thing. I don't want to call it stupid, but still. It's been bugging me. At all. Hey, did you see that? I don't even know what happened. One moment I was looking away, and the next thing I knew, that big rock just flew off. You explained what happened earlier. Oh my, I have no idea what any of that means. But if you can pull off something that amazing, you must be the Moon Maiden's favor. You must have it. Oh, the Moon Goddess protects. She protects indeed. Now I can fish here with my heart's content. So long as that annoying bard doesn't bring his pet over or, Goddess forbid, starts singing. As promised, here's your payment. Although I haven't caught any fish lately, I've reeled in all kinds of other stuff, some of which you should be worth quite a bit. Not that more as much use around Hiisi Island anyway, so it's all yours. Thanks for your help. Now, it's time to fish in peace. Alright, do you remember what Ferna mentioned? A place called the Yes, we got it all! Oh my goodness, we finally got all of it! Alright. We got all of them. Let's go. And I think it's Polkka beneath the... Okay. Holy hell, she is actually a moon chanter. Or priestess. Oh, it's you and Paimon. Nice to see you again. Miss Priestess? Have we met somewhere before? You don't seem that familiar, Paimon. Hey, it's me. Seriously, we met not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? Oh yeah, it's you! You're the one from back when... wait. Who are you exactly? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam. Aw, my adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings. But I'll let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair. Since I never took off my helmet and back at Thunderclap Reef. Wait, hang on! Don't tell Paimon. You're Ferna? You're really... actually a priestess from the Frostmoon Scions? Excuse you! That's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere else. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden's guidance at work. How else I could be so fortunate as to run into you both at the time like this? Well, we were just passing through, but ultimately, I have a bad feeling about this. Now, bad feelings have no... Now, bad feelings have no place in the Moon Goddess's guidance. Since we're all here, this must surely be a good omen. No, a great omen. Anyway, let's forget all about all that. Fervid Paimon, you remember what the imposter said before, right? You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she'd be waiting at the court of the first edict. First edict or edict? Doesn't really matter, does it? Or something like that? That more legit than you bit was totally uncalled for. But since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll let it slide. Hey, Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out just yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality? Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super ultra reliable plan. We'll catch that imposter in no time. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed-off sanctum no one can head to. She wants us to get curious and break the seal, letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasure's inside. Damn it, it's one of those things. It just automatically does it for you. Yeah, let me say that. Love a plan. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed-off sanctum no one can get into, so obviously, yeah. So my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up, and that's when we'll catch her. It's a pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it'd hold up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Wrench's works. Or is it Papa Wrench's books? Seriously? That sounds even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the court of the first edict for centuries. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is the two of you. After we parted ways, I'd been thinking, since the court of the first edict was sealed up by Kuvaki, maybe we can disrupt it with the same way we did at Thunderclap Reef. And so, ta-da! See? I had my little Krakas look for more of those special fragments, so I pieced them all together. And the moment I managed to distract Evelina, bam! You two showed up. Tell me we're not fated to reunite. Fated? More like fatal. Are you sure this won't mess up the weather on Hiisi Island like it did back at Thunderclap Reef? No worries. This time, I'll be in full control of the Kuvaki, and besides, everything turned out just fine back at the reef, didn't it? Now then, Fervid, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science! Yeah, miracle of science indeedy. Wait. If someone's gonna throw it, let us do it. If we leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier. Well, I guess it's time for me to toss a rock. Wait, do I have to... Oh, that was a fragment too? Okay. Well, we I think we finally completed the pillar. Miracles happen, guys. Indeed, it did. Whoa. I think we made a chisel out of chisels. And now everyone prepare to witness this. What for? Come on! I told you there's nothing to worry about. See? This is the power of science. Hooray! The power of science. Wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. This has nothing to do with science. It was just Fervid tossing the fragments up there. Well, since the super reliable Fervid is also someone who believes in science, I guess that explanation works too. Alright, since the Moon Maiden has spun a silvery path for us, what awaits beyond the threshold? It must be... Wait, how did the rest of it go again? Anyway, since the Moon Lane has appeared, it means our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it. This is the guidance of the Moon Goddess. Yep. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a good chance this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. Come on, Paimon, come on! You've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on your side. What's there to worry about? We'd better get moving before the other priestesses show up. I mean, while the Moon Goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward. She is cursed. Let's follow the Moon Lane and see where this goes. I certainly say this is the quickest way to get there. But seriously, what is it? What the hell did we just walk into? Verna, where are we? This doesn't really look like a sanctum. It's more like a dimension we just pulled in. Look at this. I see fragments everywhere. Just look at that. Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, that's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes. So that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight. And leave the rest to the will of the moon. That actually sounded pretty priestessy coming from you, Verna. Wait, no. Isn't this just a fancy way of saying, I don't know what to do. Let's just leave it to fate. Hey, what do you mean, pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess who's anything less than super priestessy? You've got to have as much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we found any other way down. Well, look at this. We are high in the sky, somewhere. So we gotta unlock the mechanism seal. Engraving waking up, identity check starting, mode matching activated. What is this? Another dragon thing? Oh. Unknown life signs detected, calibrating fuzzy predictive protocol unit. No shadow corruption detected, no traces of genetic components. Faint energy echo registered, match known, Dragon Lord flame parameter. It's another dragon thing. It's another dragon thing, ain't it? Great, it's one of those things. Well, okay. Maximum likelihood of estimation, conclusion, authorization granted, defense systems deactivated, primary energy source, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read that fast. Changing lanes. I just realized something. We could be literally riding on a literal a final record. This is a final record. We're literally on the lane of a final record here. We just need to reach that final pin, right? Right? Just look at that. This is pretty cool, ain't it? Okay, what am I to do here? Oh, we're changing lanes again. Let's go. Alright. I'm all locked in this adventure. Seal lifted. Welcome, Master of Flame and Wisdom. Your Majesty See who Koto? You're kidding me. It's another dragon facility. What the hell did we... Okay. All that to unlock a door? That's pretty cool. Whoa. Alright. Now how... Haha! Just like I predicted. See? As long as we follow the guidance of the Moon Goddess, everything will fall right into place. Well, if you say so. But are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries? Oh, it'll be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frostmoon Scions here, right here. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Croto! Did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? They took off toward the court of the First Edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. Huh, you two. Check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try and get in the way. Causing trouble in the sacred lands of the Frostmoon? They've got a death wish. The only way they're getting out of this in one piece is if I got hiccups. Is if they're somehow the Lady Kutar herself. Ferna, still want to tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Yep, that's right. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set up a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should have never messed with that seal. What do we do now? Help me, Fervent, please! Yelling for help like a cranberry doesn't mean someone's magically gonna save your butt. No turning back now. Let's see what's inside. Exactly. Well, since the seal's already broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But Ferna, you'd better remember to say sorry to everyone in the Frostmoon Scions when we're done here. God, she is such a lapine, Pauline.
Did they run from home too?
Alright, so let's go ahead and enter this place. Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined a sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. Instead, it smells kind of funny instead. Well, it has been sealed for 500 years, you know. Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Isla sealed it, this was where all the Frostmoon followers held their ceremonies. It's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute. Oh, come on. Don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there. That's the verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. And that pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing White Spring, blessed by Lady Isla herself. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen these sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky! All thanks to you, Fervent and Paimon. Let's stay here for a bit. Just remember to apologize to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem. I'll do whatever you say. Just standing in place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? I'm just trying to put my robe on. Just give me a moment. It's a little cold. So, I am playing as a Moon Maiden and... Ooh, wait a minute. I can't forget this! Lies of the Faithless. That is the area that's what's called. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. We can investigate it. There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Huh? Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Isla supposedly left behind? The blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the moon? New moon? Whoa. It's a Kohenki! Does it want us to follow it? It's a sword hanky. Get it? Sorry. Let us finish this. Yeah. These mystery places are always the most amazing. I loved doing the ruins in... Woo. Yo. That is Isla. Is it really her? You're here. Wait. That will get the altar 30. Eek! When the heck did you get here? We were the ones who opened the seal first, right? Hey, something's off. Good thing that... Yeah, I'm just gonna say something's off. You're right. But this isn't just off. It looks like this is a residual image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. And it's been left inside the court of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moon chanter herself, Lady Isla. Is that really possible? It doesn't sound very, scientific. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. But if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. On my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. And that explains why she seemed like more legit priestess than you. Well, of course, I may be reliable, but I'm still just a regular priestess. There's no way I could compare to the great Lady Isla, who witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. There, that should do it. This power. Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Where did that voice just come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first moon chanter's image? I mean, even the moon goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of those low-brow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon swears she just looked right at us. Oh, come on, Paimon. You're most definitely dreaming. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there? But I don't see anyone. Never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me. And whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both run deep. Of course, the scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Verna? Who is this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before. She was the leader of the Frostmoon Scions 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Pardon me. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If even someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? Hey, rude! What do you mean, someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to have even heard that name. I think I might have. Who knows? Resentment. Hold on. Had a cough. For what? For what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. The past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of a tapestry too fast for me to tell, and yet, how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded at her every word, and when the lady of the underworld guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solove? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I still have things I must do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. So you still don't know a thing, but that's alright. You will soon enough. I'll take that as an encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. I don't believe in fate. I'll just do what I can. Then do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting, for you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. And you, forgive me of drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of the sublunary spear. So I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just out of place in this world as you are. Verna? What's going on? Are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the apostle of the Golden City, using moonlight, in the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe you are the hero of this sublunary spear, the one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Now please don't let me keep you any longer, Mr. Solove. I must begin sealing this place at once. I hold no resentment toward Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. This too is a part of our preparation for the birth of a god. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished. So, just like back in Thunderclap Reef, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the Sanctum Seal. All so you could retrieve the sword she left behind, Fervid. But Paimon still doesn't get it. Why would Isla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? We're not gonna have to fight some giant snake next, are we? Anyway, let's retrieve that sword first. Right. If someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it'll all start to click once we get that sword. Alright, is there any... Actually, there is. Let's pick up this. Read the ancient volume. So we can read this. According to the teachings left by the apostle of the Golden City, all matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion will only profane the words of the ancestors. In service of a pure and exalted ideal for the future of the scions of the far north. Redacted. These actions are just justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon, and the Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. Alternative plan for the sacred heir selection. Okay. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and secret rites must be recorded without the taint of personal sentiment. For mortal tongue cannot articulate sacred mysteries and frail emotion, blah, 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 blah. Decree issued by Serenay, humble handmaiden of the Frostmoon, 13th Archpriestess of the Ball of Barbaria, must not be defiled in the name of the Mistress of the Frostmoon. Let's see. Decree 3. Elysium and the prophecy of the sacred air, let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement, for the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. Oh, what the hell is this? It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin. That is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives, of course, no incest. It is forbidden to enter into marriage of someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. Forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken the life of an innocent. Forbidden to enter marriage with someone from a clan that has broken an oath. Into marriage with someone from a clan that does not bear an antlered crown. So, in other words, they're racist. Okay. It is forbidden to enter marriage with someone from a clan that has committed parricide. With any person disturbed of mind. What does that mean? Is it like someone with special needs, like autism? Wow, they are really so damn petty. Forbidden to enter into a marriage with the descendants of the Fae. Forbidden to enter into a marriage with a person not of the faith. It is forbidden to enter into a marriage with an outlander. Marriage is the most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure. Therefore, let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the mistress of the Frostmoon, and let no one betray their oaths. Whoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the Archpriestess, lest a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Whoever breaks this oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. They who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long, lightless night. Hear now the ancient prophecy in the fullness of time. Elysium shall come, and with it the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. False 7-fold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let these words of wisdom find root in your heart. These are long. Not the sanctity of the blessed moonlight. Decree 6. Offerings to the Sample Mill. Children of Hyperborea guard sacred treasure. Let's see. Sample Mill is a sacred work, for it is a blessing yields unending gold, grain, and salt. Eternal abundance. All followers below the rank of priestess shall never enter the holy sanctuary within the mill. Okay, those who follow it shall be cursed, blah, blah, blah. Before sowing in spring, offering of wheat, goat's milk, and salt must be made onto the sample mill. Okay. Decree 10. Offering to the arrow of Terpicuranas. Children of the Hyperborea shall receive and revere the arrow of without fail. Terpicuranas, without fail, let it be known that this relic forge of pure light is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. Okay, skip that. Stack of papers. In accordance with the statutes laid down by Redacted, all matters concerning mechanicos and technikos shall be recorded objectively, concisively, and untainted by personal sentiment. Thus we shall guard against the distortion of truth. Okay, this is pretty much sounding like fascism to me. The contents of this document have been approved by Sparagaperis of Haxatharusa. All members of the order, beginning with the executive priests, can commit the contents of memory. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I should read all this. So if you guys want to pause and read, I do not mind if you pause and read. Because this sounds like to me is a long ass story, and I don't think I can keep up reading this. And it is almost 11 o'clock, which means my body will tell me, you better sleep, man. You gotta sleep. I can already feel a yawn coming in. Okay. Purification, okay. Seed of Life project from the Hyperborea area. Takehinos. The aforementioned Takehinos procedures processes are depression producible after deliberation protocol and okay. Let's see, manipulation for more. Protocol 6 subatomic assembly mass energy patterning orb. Of all the highest tier mechanos construction dating back to Hyperborea. Sampo. It's a synonym for subatomic assembly mass energy patterning orb. Okay, symbolic references. Wait, isn't those moon drop crystals? Maybe? I'm just thinking, if it's an orb, why not? Okay, I just started to yawn again. I apologize. Protocol 10, the arrow of the penis, tier device, solidify realm energy. That was a very long friggin' thing, and there's more. Tattered fairy tale. It's a publishing house. God damn, that was a long one. Letter for Lovia. Holy hell, there's a long one. To the most holy and venerable Lady Lovia, I pen this letter to account for the tragic event that has transpired earlier. Let me see if I can even drink. You asked that I send people to welcome the Holy Lady, and I did exactly as you instructed, but that poor girl, alas for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. For this terrible, irreparable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that your compassionate goddess may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking, despite the weight of this grief. Regarding the Sampo Mill mentioned in your last letter, I am truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic. Yet on this matter, we are of one mind. We must find another way to rouse this ancient relic and forge a paradise, an Elysium of enduring prosperity for the people of Nod Krai, especially your noble kin. From this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard and a gesture of sympathy for the loss of that has touched your household. Please know that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem. Even at the court of His Majesty, the Belial Tsar, it is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself. Not to mention one who we so willingly places the well-being of the nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most likely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavors. Rotwang? That's your name, Rotwang? Rotwang. A letter for Isla. Dear Miss Isla, I am truly sorry that I was unable to stop Miss Isla in that moment. Yet it was through her noble sacrifice that we ultimately thwarted Rotwang and prevented the loss of countless lives. Now I finally understand why she pretended to be my close companion. I hope to speak with you about this in greater detail when we next meet. Though perhaps by then you will already know more about all this than I. I shall not presume to judge, nor shall I attempt to alter your opinion of her. But I ask, if nothing else, that you allow me to honor Miss Isla's final wishes by sharing her words with you. She asks that I render all possible support to you, which I surely will. You are my benefactor after all, and that I relay this only as she spoke it. She hoped that you would go on to live a life of happiness and freedom. As for the arrow of Terapikurunas you mentioned in your last letter, if it truly holds the power to dispel the pitch black calamity, the abyss, and if you're willing to share it with such selflessness, then on behalf of the people of Nod Krai, please accept my deepest gratitude. Should, as you foresee, Rotrang indeed rise again from the pitch black filth, then our successors, an order I am considering naming the Lightkeepers, in honor of the flame you have kindled, will stand ready to vanquish the threat once more, armed with the technology you have so generously gifted us. We can speak of the details in person whenever you are free. I understand all too well that after Lovia's passing, the Frostmoon Scions have been left with countless matters demanding your attention. Yours sincerely, Solove. So Solove is the founder of the Lightkeepers. That's good to know. Alright, what is this one? Isla's notes. I told a lie, just like Lovia's did, and just like my sister did. I said no when Mr. Solove asked me if I felt any hate. But how can I put the hatred in my heart into words? How would someone as kind and sincere as he is ever understand such horrifying malice? No, I cannot think this way. No one needs to know. Mr. Solove does not need to be troubled with such trivial things. No one is obligated to bear the weight of another's suffering, which they have not experienced. And even if he truly were willing to listen, and even if his kindness were to move him to tears, what would it change? What would it change? I would only end up bringing endless pain to another tender heart. In the past, present, and the future, across the countless threads of fate that Lovia once let me glimpse by mistake, the only ones who shed tears for the misfortunes of others are kind souls who ought to be smiling instead. And since the sublunary spear has always been one where good is repaid with cruelty, the least I could do is spare him a sorrow that does him no good. Once upon a time I despised lies, yet now I find myself speaking them with keen intent. Maybe the redacted of the past dozen years or so have been punishment for this very moment. But that doesn't matter anymore. Does the noble lady of Salt to the scions of Gurabad's Jinni? There have been plenty of instances where the innocent have suffered the gravest of punishments, let alone a sinner as steeped in blank as I am. If the silvery white thread has already found its way around my neck, I may as well bear the weight of still more unforgivable sins by myself, so that the children who remain untainted may be spared. What was born of the scion of the Frostmoon must return to it. All the walls, towers, fortresses, and temples must be torn down, save for the great pillar raised here by the Dragonborn. I knew it was a Dragonborn. That is, the sacred sanctuary where our ancestors found refuge. Prolonged isolation and seclusion serve only to nourish fleeting ambitions and hollow delusions. Let it be reverence for nature, kindness toward outlanders, and those virtues in which none believe, and not the pride of the dead, which sets our threads apart from theirs. Only then will there never again be another Lovia or another me. Decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. Oh, the irony of it! Lovia's long and desperate quest was, in the end, for nothing. Even if had borne the sacred heir as foretold, and not the man who abducted my sister, the one who should have been our sovereign would only have created even greater chaos in Sheshnaya. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. She could not even foresee the coming of that maiden, nor did she know that the holy throne had never truly been broken. I do not know if I will live to see that moment, for my own thread is hidden from my sight, but I pray that I will not. Those tainted by sin do not deserve to witness the moon's pure light. In any case, people must come to believe that the new moon takes the light only in kindness, friendship, and mutual aid, that no other prayer or sacrifice will ever please our goddess. This is what they must believe, because if they do not, then no matter how noble the ideal, It will only wither and fade into the filth that lies beneath the moon. The threads of the gods are too bright for me to follow, and I cannot see where she is headed. But at the very least, the Frostmoon Scions, who have been redeemed in her name, must assure that the power of choice remains hers alone. No one should ever seek repayment or reward from her, and she must never be molded into the perfect deity others wish her to become. Daughter of the Frost Moon, maiden of the new moon, may she one day behold the dream of true happiness, and may the Frost Moon never forgive my sins, for I have cursed her name more times than I can count. Well, that was a long read. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Actually, you know what? I need to get down here and grab this thing. Ooh. Huh? This must be the sword Isla was talking about, right? How about it? Hey, did you figure anything out? Not a thing. Paimon, quick! Run! The power in the sword! It's overflowing! Eek! Perfect! What's happening? Hang on. Your acting is terrible! You can't start laughing halfway through your own prank, and quit scaring Paimon at a time like this. Looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? But if we hang around too long, Anroth, Uncle Croto, and the others might find the entrance too. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this whole island who hasn't been drawn this way. Fine. Guess we have no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't exactly tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first and figure out the rest later. So, can I grab the sword then? The Moon Reaver's Dawn.
They call this a pleasant surprise,
Ooh.
right?
Okay. It is a new weapon. Oh my goodness, I like that. An immaculate sharp silver sword that can slice through armor like moonlight flowing through the empty night. According to legend, it is a divine blade blessed by the first Moonchanter herself. So the refinement rank here is just 1. Secret Silver's Testament increases elemental burst damage by 20%. When the equipping character energy capacity does not exceed 60/40, their elemental burst is increased by an additional 16 to 28%. Cool. Alright. But I don't know who to equip it onto, though. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. It's awfully quiet. Anroth and Uncle Croto aren't here either. Weren't they hot on our trail? Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention and they ran off to check somewhere else? Aha, I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine grace. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm with someone as reliable as you, Fervid. Okay, save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everybody else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right. Yes, of course I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading Lady Isla's records that I forget everything else. I swear by my mortal name in this sublunary spear that I give everybody a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just, I'll need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out that sanctum first before looking for Lady Llama? That way we can save time and make my eventual apologies more efficient, not before someone else is behind you and about to yell your name. A sound plan, I should say. See? The power of science is... Wait, huh? Right? Rytar? When did you get here? Ah! You scared us! We didn't mean to sneak into the court of the first edict. It's just Furnace said. No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it is not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden's sacred guidance, just like the poems say. As for you, Vernatska, You're coming with me. The Lady Moonchanter wants to see you. In person. You're gonna get a whooping, aren't you? Huh? Wait, no, Aunt Rytar, didn't you just say? As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder, you flouted every major law we have. Now come, or would you rather the Lady Moonchanter come fetch you herself? Perfect Paimon. I'll explain everything later, I swear, but first, I'll need... Before Ferna can finish her sentence, Rytar drags her off. Yeah, we have no words. Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wanted us to do, but this sword she left behind. If it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frostmoon relic anyway. Well, we completed the entirety of that quest. And I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, we can't re-enter this place here and there. But I feel like I could end this video here. So I'm going to take a break. And, for a bit. So I can let this thing process. So I'll be right back. Well, I teleported to this little area here. And looky, it's Ferna. Well, if it isn't the ever-reliable traveler, we cross paths again. This must be destiny spun by moonlight, wouldn't you say? So about your punishment. Well, Llama was way more reasonable than Aunt Rytar. After I explained everything to her, she went quiet for about a minute. Then she sent me to the library to help Arnroth organize documents and copy hymns. She even said I don't have to go back to work in Nashitown until I've sorted myself out. Isn't that the best reward? Oh wait. And while I was buried in hymn copying these past few days, I finally started to get what Lady Isla meant when she said those things back then. Just like I thought. Traveler, you really are my lucky charm. Alright, now, what about what happened before? Have a question for me? I'm all ears. So about what Isla said. You've come to the right person. I've been mulling it over these past few days, wondering exactly when Lady Isla recorded these words, and what she meant by the serpent. Now I've got it all figured out. Say, do you remember how the image of Lady Isla called the one she was speaking to Mr. Solove? Well, that has to be the Solove, the noble from Shishnaya and the original founder of the Lightkeepers. I kind of figured that out. According to the records, it was at his request that Lady Isla went north to the Pillar of Embla, where she put an end to the abyssal catastrophe. As if knowing why he had come, the Maiden of the New Moon lit a beacon to dispel the darkness. Basically, she helped him out. So my guess, when she said the serpent, she was probably just using it as a metaphor for the abyss. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Pretty solid deduction. As for that Lovia she mentioned, let me think. Have you ever heard of Hyperborea? I mean, I've heard it before. Oh, fantastic! I'd expect nothing. I'd expect no less from you. That makes this way easier to explain. We Frostmoon Scions are descendants of Hyperborea, and up until about 500 years ago, before the birth of the Moon Maiden, we were still carrying out the city's ancient rites. Moonchanter was the title Lady Isla first used, but before that, those who led such rites were known as archpriests. And Lovia was the final archpriestess of the Hyperborean descendants, right before Lady Isla reformed our faith. Back then, before the Moon Maiden was born, the blessing of the moonlight was dwindling away, and the rites were starting to lose their power. To keep them going, Lovia committed grave acts of blasphemy. Before she was stricken from memory, that is to say, removed from the historical record. I don't know the exact details. All I can find out is that she collaborated with outsiders and caused harm to many innocent people. It's said that before Lady Isla was born, there was a follower who fell in love with an officer from Shishnaya. After they eloped, Lovia sent people after them, and I think you can guess the rest. It was brutal stuff. Anyway, Lady Isla took over the Frostmoon Scions from her, abolished the Hyperborean rites, and had us devote ourselves entirely to the moonlight. In principle, only followers of the rank of priestess or higher are allowed to know this name. But since it's you, I guess we can make an exception. I'm sure it'll be fine. Probably. Alright, so what about the sword? Oh, don't worry. I've already reported to Lady Alma about the sword. Since Lady Ayla said it's meant for you, you should feel free to use it as much as you wish. But I can't help feeling a bit nervous. A legend has it that it was with this very sword that Lady Ayla offered the first drop of silver blood to the newborn Moon Maiden. It's truly a blessed, immaculate sword, one that only the pure of heart may wield. Traveler, you really must be favored by the gods. More lore. So that is about it for that quest line here, and it is a chain quest, so that's probably it there. So that's it for those quests. We finally solved the mystery of that giant pillar, and learned the truth about the Hyperborean descendants and the first Moon Chanter, and we've learned that I guess she was talking with the person that became the first founder, or at least became the founder of the Lightkeepers, right? Yeah. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that video, because it is an hour long. And I didn't plan it for it to go here. I also didn't plan to skip a few quests here and there, but hey, that's good enough for me. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, please give this video a like or dislike. And if you wish to support my channel by clicking that subscribe button, please do so. It'll greatly help me out on the long run, and it'll be greatly appreciated. I'm very happy that I managed to get Kulumbina as well, and I finally managed to get some quests out of the way, because why not? I just want to get them out of the way before I move on to the story. I think I'm halfway done with the quests here and there. Maybe my next quest would take me to the Research Institute, all the way north of the whole Nod Krai. Yeah. Pretty fun, ain't it? So, that's all I gotta say for now. It is very late for me, and I will have to edit this video later in another day. Hey, don't wake me up. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the videos. So peace out. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. Have a good morning. Have a nice evening. Have a good afternoon. A good night, importantly. Good night. See ya. Bye.